All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Lycoris Recoil, episode 9. Oh my god.
Is she dead? What happened?
Yeah, I don't think she's dead, but oh boy, the previous episode set this up to be a doozy.
Yeah. This episode has Takina, guns loaded, ready, safety's off. She's coming.
Yeah.
Oh lord,
right.
she's coming. And I'm very, very excited for what they built up here. Like they can definitely flub this, but like if they even like meet my expectations,
The last couple episodes,
I'm very excited.
Yeah, this show has taken a wild turn, and this is the first sort of climactic moment as a result of that.
Yes. So
let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, just that's it. Just stop the heart. Okay. Oh, and now because she's fully unconscious, she can move her somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you gotta get away. Yeah. Oh my
Holy
god.
shit. Oh, I thought. Wow.
I mean, it was like a 12-foot drop.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was a lot higher up, and I thought it was water down there.
What's done is done.
Oh, shit. Oh, we getting backstory? Oh, okay.
Okay.
急激な高電圧による過充電でハードとのアクセスが不可能になった。
Oh.
充電もできないよ。
Oh, shit.
Uh-huh.
So what, you'd have to open it up and actually
充電直後だったから
try and repair it?
持って2ヶ月。2ヶ月。
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and she's gonna die.
もうちょっと持つわ。
Oh,
Yeah.
and now that... Oh,
she dies,
shit.
yeah.
And her Genki energy and stuff, she'll have to tone that down if she wants to... Okay.
悔しいけどよ。私たちの知識と技術じゃ。
Yeah, we don't know what the Allen Institute did. It's now a heist to figure out what the parts are.
どこ行くの？あの看護師を始末します。
Yeah.
いいから。いいわけないでしょ。
Oh.
もともとそんなの
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Here we go.
あいつを殺したとこで変わんないよ。
Oh, this was that kind of anime the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
先に送るよ。いいの。お客さん
That's right.
And she doesn't care.
Yeah.
Got more important things on her mind.
Yep.
さっきの意識しちゃってるね。そうでしょ。はあ、だから言いたくなかったんだよな。
Yeah.
待って。
Oh my
Well,
god.
hey, she let her roll down the window.
耳が早いですね。何ですか？
DA に戻れ。
My heart.
Wow.
何くれるんですか？
Oh.
なんで楠木さんがこれ持って
Is this something that was hers?
多くの者がお前を優秀なリコリスにするために尽力したというのに。
And you're wasting that talent.
Yeah. And what are you gonna do?
戻してあげて。そしたら考えなくもない。
Always got Takina's back.
泥棒が自首した。いらっしゃいま。
Uh,
パフェパフェ。これは
You're back.
おそらく復帰
Yep.
の事例だ。
Oh,
外が判明した。突入にあたって戦力。
but you only have 2 months left with Chisato. Oh, shit.
Right.
やったな、タキナ。
The hiding just pops out, you know? Yeah.
あいつ DA 戻りたかったんだからもっと喜べって話っすよね。
タキナ、後ろ。お、ここお願い。
Wait!
Wait.
知らせてしまって。知らないでください。
Oh.
Oh, shit.
吸うんだな。
Now I do. Here we go.
All right,
Here we go.
let's get it.
Yeah.
本当にヨシさんだ。
Gosh. Oh.
Okay.
Fuck.
これもまたアラン機関の支援によって生まれた才能の結晶です。拍動なしの完全置換型人工心臓、耐久性に問題が。おそらくもって彼女が成人するまで。
Yeah.
Once you graduate high school.
Yep.
また見てるのか。ミカ、子供の世話は得意か。苦手だな。この子が才能を生かせるよう助けてやってほしい。もちろんだ。DA が責任を持って育てる。君に
No, yeah, you specifically.
Right.
Yeah.
私たちの娘じゃないか。
Oh.
A request.
The request, yeah. A promise, yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
こうして千里と私の親子ごっこは始める。
Oh.
あなたでしょ？私を助けてくれる人。
Oh.
私は
Oh. Wow.
どうお礼すればいい？
Kill lots of people for me.
君には大きな使命がある。それを果たしてくれ。
Oh.
ありがとう。私もなる。救世主。救世主さん。
Ah. Nice.
All right.
Fuck.
Takane wasn't the only one out in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
怖い。
心配ない。
Oh.
元気になる。大丈夫。
救世主さん。
Wow. So he was the one that did the surgery. Yeah. I mean, that was mentioned, but like,
I
I didn't.
I thought that
didn't-
that was just the approved it. You
Right,
know?
right, right. But
千里が殺しをしないのはそういうことか。
wow. Yeah.
なぜ千里の命を狙う？真島を捕らえれば千里の心臓についてわかるじゃないですか。はい、水木さんも。私までバラさなくてもいいじゃない。奴の足取りが
All right. It's time. Yeah.
断ろうと思ってました。なぜ？望んでた復帰だろ？
Yeah, I mean, we know why.
I want
Yeah.
all that time to spend with her, of course. But
時間をください。
all right.
いつの間に？奴が言ってた例のヨシさん誰？
Mm.
ロボタ作戦を追いついた。
What?
Oh. Oh.
Attack the Allen Institute?
Well, we're gonna set up a trap.
いらっしゃいます。
Oh. Oh.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna
That's
cry.
great. Yeah, we had the one date with her leading you around. Now it's the other way.
やっぱ滝のいい素材だわ。
I think you can do better.
Yeah. Oh. And then that exact same dog from the little
Yeah.
keychain.
秘密です。
Oh.
計画通りにはいかないもんだよ。
Mm-hmm.
滝
Doesn't.
にさえ
Yeah.
I'm taking over.
Mm-hmm.
トラブルを楽しむのが千里流だよ。滝菜といればさ。
All right, anime. All right.
ですな。なんか待ってる？雪9時から。それで完璧なスケジュールのはずだったのですが。DA に戻れるのかな？やっぱりやったじゃん。いつ？
Yeah.
明日。
Yeah, you didn't need to like build up to it or anything.
Yeah.
理不尽なことばかりです。そうは思いませんか？時 ことで悩んでもしょうがない。受け入れ
Uh-huh.
全力。
Yep.
今日はめっちゃ楽しかったぜ。
But I would break the world for you to have,
Yeah.
2 years instead of 2 months.
やったぜ。あ、これ選別だ。持ってけ。ありがとう。
My parting gift. Fuck you.
All right. Yeah.
Now
Hey.
snow falls.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh. Ah.
All right. Nice.
Okay.
That felt really good that we spent the whole episode on that.
I'm really glad we did too.
Like,
All right, the backstory
Okay.
is here.
Yep, we got it.
Chisato has 2 months to live.
yeah. I like
yep,
that
this
previous like whole situation did have consequences.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's not just the oh that was a scare, but now you're fine, and it's not even the oh how do we get her heart back on? It's no, now it's disabled. You can't recharge it anymore.
It can't be recovered or repaired or
Yeah.
anything, so no one will be able to steal the technology or try to.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that bit of where I have to suspend my disbelief with the.
Yeah.
You know, they were able to make it fairly quickly, but it's beyond this level of technology. But they.
No. They didn't make it fairly quickly. That's.
Well, okay, beyond the world's level of technology, generations beyond, they find out, oh, this girl has a fantastic talent, but she needs a heart. They make her the heart there. It's not like something where they were developing this like
No,
before
they
found
could have been. Did they say that? I don't think they said that they developed it literally for her.
Well, okay.
I think he presented it as like this is a thing that will save her.
Sure,
Yeah.
if that's the case, then point is the introducing a bit of technology. This is generations beyond the current technological level, but we couldn't fix
yeah.
it. Yeah, but okay.
Yeah.
2 months to live. Awesome.
Yeah.
And now we get to see the way in which it's not even about can you save her. Because Chisato can't be saved, probably. Maybe we'll get a miracle and they'll
Maybe.
figure it out. But it's the nope. 2 months left, and now, in the same way that the story started with you meeting her, the story's going to end with saying goodbye.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. And so when she was a kid, she was capable of doing all these things. This is part of the things that,
Probably got scouted to be a Lycoris for those reasons and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Now, was that what made her? Was
Yeah.
she an Allen child before that or not? The backstory didn't really go into that, and that was actually something that kind of felt omitted in a weird way. But maybe that's the point: is that no, reality is stranger than fiction. There was no like genetic altering in order to make up for this thing like that. It's just that no, she had talent. She had talent. It was not a. That's the thing of him basically saying, no, that talent did come from God. It did not come from us.
Right. That very much feels like the monster thing of the guy who's like, Johan, no, we didn't make that. We wish we could make that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he was
Right.
already like that before we came along.
And the Allen Institute's thing is more that, no, we gave you one of, if not like one of the best pieces of things that we've ever made.
Could help you utilize it.
Right, because we did this for you, you effectively owe us that talent in the long haul. But because Mika had effectively switched sides over the course of this time,
Right.
and had been pretending to be training her to be a killer all this time, but she's then being the Lycoris that doesn't kill.
Yeah.
He's realizing, oh, you're not really doing this, Mika. You're against us here. Now he takes it back by.
And that is something where I would have.
Yeah.
I would love for. Well, I like the punchy, quick nature of this show, and at the same time, there's moments like that make me wish it was a bit longer.
Yes.
So that way we could explore some of the stuff with Mika, to explore the to have a better exact understanding of the Allen Institute and how it functions and things like that.
Right.
But with what we've got, it works. It's
works.
effective.
Yeah.
Cool. And the Allen Institute really, in a fun way, maybe this is why I like Majima so much, because the Allen Institute doesn't feel very proactive in the story. Like, it's like, we have our thing and we want to make sure that our people do their things and stuff. And in this specific situation with Chisato, because she's going so contrary to it, we're going to interfere. But this was the first on their own thing that the Allen Institute
this might
did.
be just Shinji.
And and it might just be Shinji. Yeah, it totally could be.
I think at this point it's just Shinji. Because what his words ended up being were the things that made her who she ended up becoming.
Right.
She was not, personality-wise, I would say, at this same level, I would say, of Genki, joyful nature.
I am actually kind of curious.
So there's a possibility that because she had these skills before this and everything, and she was being trained as a Lycoris, before this as well.
Sure.
This is all the kind of stuff that would have made her into a really proper killer in that regard. And maybe because she had only so much time left to live, she, had a little bit of that jovial, positive nature and stuff. But the thing of becoming a savior in that regard was actually what made her then want to be someone that doesn't kill.
Right, and that is something that I was.
I like that it's just not a trauma-related response.
Yeah,
it's actually a mission, and she believes she was given a second chance at life to live, basically. Whereas she had already kind of made terms of the fact that she was going to die. So it's this, yes, a literal savior came along and told, now do as I do, and save people.
And the naive innocence of a child is the perfect poetic...
Right.
Backdrop. No, not even backdrop. No? Way to dismantle the philosophy of Shinji.
Yes.
Because he has this whole absolutist, all of this stuff, will, we don't really have that. And then suddenly he tries to enact his own will even to then make this child do something, and no, they're a child. You say one thing and they get the exact opposite, and hey, there you go. And they latch onto that for the rest of their life. There you go.
And of course, he, in his also probable logical deduction of this is a child talking here, he basically goes, yeah, that's fine. You can say you're going to do this stuff and what have you. That's great. But
Mika fixed that.
Mika will fix that.
Yeah.
This is totally just I think it was you're in the Lycoris thing. Yeah.
I'll give you the gun for when you understand.
As you grow up, you'll begin to get it. Yeah.
And that's where it would have been really fun to see Mika's point of view on it, because because there's a couple different ways I could see it going down. Is that Mika tried really hard, but she was just that stubborn.
Yep.
She has that personality. It's just that like you can't be kept down. You can't tell her what she's gonna do. Right.
Right.
And then as a result of that, over time, he adjusts to it.
Sure.
And then he wouldn't even want her to be that now anyways.
Yep.
Or maybe he totally chickened out, or is just like, nope, I'm not going to do it. And then that's why he says sorry. Not I wasn't able to, but I'm not doing that, dude.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Either way, I think the Mika stuff is more just, we'd like a little bit more of it. There's plenty of show left still, so we could still get into a couple more things of that. And we also haven't had the, Chisato Mika conversation with regards to that. So that's also part of it. It might be something that he can't do anytime soon until there's a resolution to the general conflict because of the guilt that he feels with this. So that also makes sense. But I like the way in which Kurumi was used to expedite this and being like, hey, I'm not stupid. Yeah. I also have my stuff. I've been looking into this whole thing over the course of the show, or since I've been in the cafe.
Right.
And now I think I have a kind of a picture of what's going on, but could you just give it to me straight?
Tell me.
Just tell me what you know.
This is an important enough situation that we can't really beat around the bush anymore.
And then for convenience sake as well, yeah, of course they're listening in. Perfect. Now everybody knows except Chisato. Wonderful. We can move things along, get the team together, go. There's a lot of decisions that this anime makes that are convenient, but they make the show's progress go forward. And that is something that I think that a lot of people need to, at least me especially, need to get over, is that there's a lot of times where stories will hand wave things and just kind of go, hey, in the name of progress here.
Right. It's the style that the show is going for. And it'd be easy to complain from the nosebleed section of, there are things that feel like they don't make sense. But as a result of making those decisions, we then get to benefit from having this really snappy, like punchy, fast-paced story.
Yeah. And I think that is something that, while I wouldn't say that my favorite stories use that style, it is a style that allows you to avoid other pitfalls that those longer stories end up sometimes falling into, because not everyone can write a perfect
Those style
story.
things I would also say generally are not for me, but I appreciate the things that this show's doing and the stuff that we get as a result of making those choices.
Yeah, and then the characters are very easy to connect with.
Yeah,
in that
like
regard.
hell, getting a payoff for the drama that was being set up that is more emotional than I was expecting. That's one of my favorite, experiences to have with storytelling. So great, you got me good, and
you got us good,
and that doesn't happen often.
We haven't even dipped our toes really into it. This is episode 1 of the beginning of that.
Yeah,
we have a few more episodes to go. We can keep using this. We can keep digging out of this specific hole and get a lot of gold out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
We keep wanting to.
But I just want to rave again about Majima, because I really love what his place in the story, because now he's kind of the most protagonist or active of the characters in the story, and yet he's not the main antagonist.
Nope.
And in fact, he might be doing some things that are kind of along the lines of what the protagonists need as well. Common enemy kind of a deal. So like the bits that we do get from him, even though there's not a lot of it, I'm always excited to get it, right? And it always feels like it's the okay, cool. He's adding energy to the show as a whole and what's going on, and making it fun, and it's great.
He's one of those examples. Can't speak right now. He's one of those examples where the story is moving him in convenient ways for the sake of the narrative, thus that he has basically godlike rewriting reality handwave powers to find him and get all in front of him there, when the super hacker who beat the other hacker
couldn't do the thing that the other hacker said that's impossible. There's no one that could do it. Oh, Walnut does it. Oh, but Walnut is like, there's no way to get information on him. I know where he's going to be.
Cool. Plot convenience, but wonderful.
But
if there's anybody who would be using that kind of plot convenience there, we'd want it to be Majima.
We'd want it to be Majima, and it helps because we want progress to happen. So great, and we know it's not going to derail from the main resolution because he's not the main character. So it's going to be the rest of the people that do it, but it's going to enable that stuff to happen. And the thing is that I usually hate the Majima. Hate Majima. I can't say those words. I usually hate that kind of character archetype. I just often find it grating. It doesn't work for me. It feels too edgy.
Well, they're also usually there to derail the plot.
Sure.
They're not there. They're not there to move the world building along, to develop the characters. They're there to be a thorn in the protagonist's side, basically. Yeah,
that you can't really take seriously. Whereas with this guy, even though I don't think his thing is going to work, he is facilitating the just everything working in a way that'll be very entertaining. And so it's like awesome, great.
It's really fun. Like this is a story that is making some sacrifices, making some decisions for the sake of expediency.
But they are intentional decisions.
They're intentional decisions, and they're working. They're working. But this backstory and the way in which we then had the interactions on the day off with Takina and
nice little full circle bit, and just great on its own.
That was perfect. Yep, it came full circle exactly like the earlier stuff, and now.
Yeah, you're like, damn it! I signed up for this spy show and everything. Why am I getting Nicholas Sparks? I didn't sign up for this.
And then there's obviously the emotional heart of this being that Takina now has found love, found a true friend, has found someone that she can actually live for and live with. And yet this show, I think, could actually just end with her with Chisato dying.
Like, I was expecting
it actually could end satisfyingly like that, but I don't want this show to end satisfyingly like that. I want
for a few reasons.
For a lot of reasons, yeah.
Like, because there's all the character stuff and you care about them and so you want them to be happy and everything, but also from the onset of this show, I thought it was going to be much more about the society, right?
Yeah.
Whereas this is going like a
personal
completely different...
and intimate.
Yeah, personal and intimate. I thought it was going to be about...
That's why
what kind of justice is this? Right, and is this corrupt? And, you know...
Yeah, that's why I think all of that is just a backdrop and a setup for the type of conflict.
Lull you into a false sense of security.
Yeah, this isn't Psycho-Pass. No, this is not about the world. This is about an intimate way in which one person's decision changed another person's life to the point that their life's act and decisions meant the saving of so many other people's lives that didn't even necessarily deserve to be saved.
Yep.
There's something so beautiful in that because it makes this kind of be a story with no real antagonists.
Right.
It's
because
almost
even the
a
person
story...
who is the antagonist is definitively not.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. We have no enemies. There's something I think that maybe the story doesn't really do it.
Like, not completely, because Shinji did actually just order her death.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not really executed perfectly, or not even not even that well. But there's something that you can feel behind the curtain that there was an intentional decision to potentially write the story in such a way that when we can kind of envision the way that this ends, there isn't really any enemies here.
Yeah.
There's not anyone here that needs to die.
I could see people actually potentially being very dissatisfied that it ended up going in this direction rather than the things that was the more spy stuff that they might have been looking forward to.
Yeah.
And
because
in
a lot of ways, that's the part that's the most half-baked is the world building in this story. Yeah.
And yet, in the same way that the banter and all of that stuff you can tell that there is passion put into it.
Oh my God, so much.
There is care there.
It's presentation.
Like almost an inordinate, like
an unfair degree.
Even compared to other aspects of the show, right? Like, you know where the love of the creators is in this, right? To then go and double down so much on that when it didn't seem like it was setting up to do that from the beginning, I have to wonder...
Was I watching the show back the wrong way?
Were we watching the show the wrong way? Or was this something where maybe the creators, as they're doing this, they're like, all right, we're going to do this spy thing, it's going to be really cool, and then they're like, oh man, but these characters, we're really doing...
No, I think it was always intended.
You know?
I think what it was that we were marketed to properly. The anime sold you on the idea of...
It's a spy thing.
You know,
we're going to sucker them in
anime girl John Wick, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's you thought this was about guns and...
Right. Like,
no.
I can just see the writer's room or the, you know, or the mangaka or whatever, where it's like...
This is about love. This is...
Well, right, but also I love those tragic death shows. But people see it coming nowadays. They've seen that before. What can be a way that I could make it still land? Really,
I'll make her so invincible that she can't get killed in the way that, you know, people would expect her to be killed.
I'll make it an action show. Nobody expects the tragic medical death in an action show.
Right.
Yeah, and she'll be invincible and everything. Oh, yeah, this is great. This is,
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's just going to end at a hospital bed, you know, with tears.
I mean... That'll probably be the second to last episode. Then the last episode will be about everybody living their lives given the mission of what, you know, Chisato has then passed on to all of them and how their lives will be
given
improved.
the pacing of this show, I think that's going to be something that is going to be like the epilogue.
Or like the final 3 minutes.
The final 3 minutes kind of
thing.
You know.
Yeah,
and even the bit with the hospital bed, that's probably going to be after talking, it goes on some crazy mission, and it's probably going to start with the climactic conclusion of that.
Or what it's going to be is that there's going to be that moment where, and I hate that I think this prediction actually makes a lot of sense here, is that Mika will win Shinji over. Shinji at the end will save Chisato and will be like, no, because every time I was visiting, I could tell like what was happening.
Yeah, because what was he doing there?
Well, no, it solves a plot hole, not a plot hole, but a character motivation issue I have with this is why did he just now decide that it's the time to do this? I think what it is that he was realizing maybe in a bit of a thing here that if this ends up going in such a a direction here that society, like she's having too much of an effect basically in her way here. That this could be something where he made the decision based on like kind of spiting Mika, This was his way to basically hurt Mika for betraying him.
No, yeah, I like it.
Because I think the decision to do this now it's really just petty. Like because it's slow. He could just kill her when she's unconscious, but it's we're going to specifically make it so that you have just enough time to be with her.
Yeah. Well, and
but
to hopefully convince you that you've been wasting her life this entire time.
And what I think would be really cool is that in this time, in the next few episodes, Mika could convince Shinji, no, you were wrong. You were wrong. And then Shinji, because they were in a relationship, actually maybe hears the heart of Mika and is like, wait, I haven't seen that man in a long time. What was that?
That'd be cool.
And that would be a cool way that we could have Chisato live.
Well, and because one of the other things, because again, the show is taking the style of, hey, there will be nitpicks that you could have with the details of things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Go with it, right? We're going fun places. Bear with us, right?
Yep.
But I could see people then being very upset if they weren't expecting a tragic death thing at the end, and it's if the mechanical heart thing doesn't work for them as like a reason for it, given that the Allen Institute made it, then it's why didn't we figure out how to get the Allen Institute to fix it? Hey, that's how you fix it.
Yeah,
there you go.
Right.
Don't
worry. We weren't gonna actually
do that, right?
We just did that for some drama.
Now, granted, even if they didn't, even if they don't, why am I talking about in past tense?
Right,
even if they don't, in the tragic anime death stuff, while it's easier to understand, and so then people could poke at it.
Yeah,
we have put up with some pretty flimsy reasoning as far as why the character has to die, right? Like, why did they die? They had the sickness of plot, right? Like that's what it was, right? Or many other things. So, yeah.
But, oh my gosh, I'm really excited for the back quarter or back third of this anime now that we've got a plan for the protagonist, while Chisato is very, very much emotionally affected by this, but is putting on the best front that she can for everybody else's sake. And yet I am excited to see the thing that we talked about in like a couple episodes before the discussion of like that moment where Chisato actually breaks down, the dramatic, scene, and her voice actress gets to go off. So
go ham, yeah.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. Sorry, you were going to say something?
Oh, I just had a thought. I was like, wait, that's the whole joke with the mangaka, is that they're like, how do I write this like complicated thing that's about the society? And they're like, oh no, I'll just make it about the characters. And hey, there we go. People will be bawling. It'll be great. Yeah. But
all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out my Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play on Twitch, and if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.